Qatar, a peninsula jutting into the Arabian Gulf, has a history stretching back millennia. Even in ancient times, people were drawn to its shores. Archaeological evidence points to human settlements thriving here as far back as the Stone Age. These early inhabitants were likely nomadic tribes. They moved across the land, seeking resources and sustenance. Qatar's location in the Gulf was significant. It became a hub for trade and commerce. Seafaring merchants traversed the Gulf waters, connecting Qatar to civilizations in Mesopotamia and the Indus Valley. These early trading networks brought prosperity to the region. They also facilitated cultural exchange, shaping the identity of Qatar over time. The harsh desert climate meant that life in ancient Qatar was challenging. People adapted to the arid conditions, relying on their resourcefulness to survive. Fishing and pearling became important economic activities. The waters around Qatar were teeming with pearl oysters. These pearls were highly prized throughout the ancient world. Over centuries, small coastal settlements grew in size and importance. They served as centers for trade, fishing, and pearling. These settlements were the building blocks of Qatari society. They laid the foundation for the nation that would eventually emerge. The spirit of resilience and adaptation, forged in the crucible of the desert, would become a defining characteristic of the Qatari people. The arrival of the Portuguese in the Arabian Gulf in the 16th century marked a turning point for Qatar. Vasco da Gama's voyages to India had opened up new trade routes. The Portuguese, eager to control these routes, established a strong presence in the region. They built forts and trading posts, projecting their power across the Gulf. Qatar, with its strategic location, attracted Portuguese attention. The Portuguese established a presence in Qatar, but their rule was often contested. Local tribes resisted Portuguese influence, leading to periods of conflict. The Portuguese era left its mark on Qatar, influencing its architecture and introducing new trading goods. In the 17th century, the Ottoman Empire rose as a major power in the region. The Ottomans challenged Portuguese dominance, eventually pushing them out of the Gulf. Qatar became part of the Ottoman Empire, albeit with a degree of autonomy. Ottoman rule brought a period of relative stability to Qatar. The Ottomans recognized the importance of Qatar's pearling industry. They provided protection for Qatari pearl divers and traders. This allowed the industry to flourish, bringing wealth to the region. During this time, Qatar continued to develop its own distinct identity, blending Arab traditions with Ottoman influences. The seeds of a unique Qatari culture were sown. For centuries, Qatar's economy had relied on pearling and fishing. However, the discovery of oil in the 1930s would forever alter the destiny of the nation. The discovery of oil in neighboring countries had already begun to transform the region. Oil exploration in Qatar revealed vast reserves of this valuable resource. The impact of oil was immediate and profound. It brought an influx of wealth, transforming Qatar from a relatively poor country into a rapidly developing nation. The traditional pearling industry declined as oil took center stage. New industries emerged and infrastructure projects transformed the landscape. Oil revenue funded the construction of schools, hospitals, roads, and modern infrastructure. The Qatari government invested heavily in education and healthcare. They aimed to improve the lives of citizens and prepare them for the future. The discovery of oil marked a turning point, propelling Qatar into the modern era. However, the rapid transformation brought its own challenges. Qatar had to navigate the complexities of managing its newfound wealth responsibly. It also had to adapt to the social and economic changes brought about by modernization. Despite these challenges, Qatar was determined to use its newfound resources to build a brighter future. The mid-20th century was a time of great change in the Arab world. The era of colonialism was coming to an end, and nations were demanding independence. Qatar, under British protection since the early 1900s, was also swept up in this wave of change. In 1971, after negotiations with the British government, Qatar achieved its independence. This historic moment marked the birth of a new nation. Sheikh Khalifa bin Hamad Al Thani became the Emir of Qatar, leading the country into an era of progress and development. Independence allowed Qatar to chart its own course in the world. It gave the nation the freedom to pursue its own political, economic, and social goals. The newly independent nation faced many challenges. These included building a strong national identity, developing its economy, and navigating the complex geopolitical landscape of the Middle East. However, Qatar embraced these challenges with determination. It sought to establish itself as a responsible member of the international community. It also focused on building strong relationships with its neighbors. Independence was not just a political milestone, it was a symbol of Qatar's aspirations for the future. Following independence, Qatar embarked on an ambitious program of modernization and development. The government, fueled by oil and gas revenues, invested heavily in infrastructure, education, healthcare, and technology. The aim was to create a modern, diversified economy and provide a high standard of living for its citizens. Qatar's capital, Doha, underwent a dramatic transformation. Once a modest coastal town, it grew into a bustling metropolis with towering skyscrapers, world-class hotels, and a vibrant cultural scene. Qatar's rapid development extended beyond its borders. The country made strategic investments in international markets, diversifying its economy and securing its financial future. Qatar also understood the importance of education and innovation. It established world-class universities and research institutions. These institutions attracted leading academics and researchers from around the globe. Qatar aimed to become a hub for knowledge and innovation in the region. The country's progress in areas like healthcare, education, and infrastructure was remarkable. Qatar transformed itself into a modern, prosperous nation. It became a model for development in the region and beyond. As Qatar's economic and political influence grew, so too did its role on the world stage. The country adopted an active foreign policy, engaging in diplomacy and mediation efforts in regional conflicts. Qatar also became a major player in international organizations, advocating for dialogue and cooperation on global issues. In 2010, Qatar won the bid to host the 2022 FIFA World Cup, becoming the first Arab country to do so. This landmark achievement showcased Qatar's growing global stature. It also provided a platform to share Arab culture and hospitality with the world. The World Cup prompted a surge in infrastructure development. It also led to significant investments in tourism and hospitality. Qatar's successful hosting of the tournament was a source of national pride. It solidified the country's position as a global player. Qatar demonstrated its ability to organize a major international event, further enhancing its reputation on the world stage. Today, Qatar stands as a testament to the power of vision, determination, and strategic planning. In just a few decades, the nation has undergone a remarkable transformation from a desert pearling community to a modern, globalized society. Qatar's journey is a testament to the resilience and adaptability of its people. It is also a reflection of the country's commitment to progress and innovation. As Qatar looks to the future, it faces both opportunities and challenges. The country is committed to diversifying its economy further, reducing its reliance on fossil fuels and investing in renewable energy sources. Qatar also recognizes the importance of sustainable development. It aims to balance economic growth with environmental protection. Despite its rapid modernization, Qatar remains deeply rooted in its cultural heritage. The country's cultural identity is a rich tapestry woven from Bedouin traditions, Islamic values, and influences from its history of trade and interaction with other cultures. Qatar is renowned for its hospitality, generosity, and strong family values. These values are deeply ingrained in Qatari society. They continue to shape the way people interact with each other. Qatar is also home to a vibrant arts and culture scene. The country has invested heavily in museums, art galleries, and cultural institutions that celebrate Qatari heritage and showcase contemporary art from around the world. These institutions play a vital role in preserving Qatar's cultural identity while fostering creativity and dialogue. They serve as bridges between the past, present, and future, connecting Qatar to the wider world. Like all nations, Qatar faces its share of challenges. The country is located in a volatile region, and navigating the complexities of regional politics remains a priority. Climate change also poses a significant challenge to Qatar, a desert nation with a rapidly growing population. Water scarcity and rising temperatures are concerns that require innovative solutions. Despite these challenges, Qatar remains optimistic about the future. The country's strong economy, coupled with its commitment to education, innovation, and sustainable development, provides a solid foundation for continued progress. Qatar is also fortunate to have a youthful and dynamic population eager to contribute to the nation's growth and development. This combination of factors positions Qatar well to overcome challenges and seize opportunities in the years to come. Qatar's story is one of remarkable transformation, driven by the vision of its leaders and the resilience of its people. The country has charted a course from humble beginnings to become a global player, a beacon of progress in the Middle East. Qatar's journey is a testament to the power of human ambition, ingenuity, and the unwavering belief in a brighter future. As Qatar continues to evolve and grow, it remains committed to its core values: hospitality, generosity, and a deep respect for its cultural heritage. At the same time, the nation embraces innovation, education, and sustainable development as pathways to a prosperous and fulfilling future for its people and for generations to come. Qatar's story is still being written, but one thing is certain: the future holds immense promise for this small nation with grand ambitions. Thanks you for joining us to learn about the history of Qatar. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video about Qatar's fascinating history. Bye for now.